we hear all these references to the credible evidence. What credible evidence? All we're given is the aggregated numbers. What everybody wants to see is the sub-numbers, the sub-data beneath that. That is what is being hidden from the people here in the state of Michigan. The administration is not responding to FOIA, Freedom of Information requests. Charlie Duff, an award-winning journalist, has asked for this information and is being denied. So he has to sue the state for data that should be readily made to the citizens here of the state of Michigan. Other media have made FOIA requests and have been denied. In fact, they're asking us, can you get this information through another means, because we, the media, cannot get these numbers. The chair of the Oversight Committee in the House, Steve Johnson, has asked Director Hertel to come in and answer questions about this data, and he's being denied. She will not come in. Now we find Gordon, with his secret hush money contract, was released. I don't know what kind of conversation they had about what this means, this releasing him to talk, but he isn't going to talk. He's already said, well, I'll send in a letter of some meaningless information, but he won't come in and ask evidence questions from the committee. So we're not getting data. We're not getting evidence. All this reference to data and evidence, if it were there, it's so good, produce it. Come in front of these committees and start talking about all this data that is being buried and hidden. We're only getting data on the nursing homes. The other states in the Midwest are providing nursing homes and assisted living. The Detroit News said that Michigan's data is very limited that is being provided. So we're hearing references to the governor's executive order 2020-50. This pertains to what is going to happen with COVID residents and patients, and where are they going to go and how are they going to be transferred. It is very clear in Executive Order 2020-50 that these nursing homes, if they have a census under 80, must create a dedicated unit and must accept these COVID-infected patients. It's clear. Anyone who reads that language will know it's clear. At the end of it, it says it's a misdemeanor. They're saying, oh, it's voluntary. You don't have to. It's a misdemeanor if you don't comply with that executive order. So we're getting a lot of mixed messages here on the floor, but the reality is what's actually in the executive order and in this hiding of the data. The governor has referenced a couple of her great experts, a former director, president of AARP, who knows what kind of relationship she has with him, and she says, there's my person who's going to advocate that I did a great job on this policy. A couple of U of M professors she has cited that we learned later were appointed or funded by a group of people she appointed. And this is the evidence that she did a great job on this nursing home policy. I just got done filming a video with an acknowledged expert who has a complete background in this kind of information, has installed filtration units and commercial buildings all over the state of Michigan. He was involved with looking at the selection process for where can we hold these patients in these field hospitals, and they selected the TCF Center because it had the special kind of unit on the top of the building that they can convert and make it similar to a hospital to remove the air that need to be filtered. And he said the hospital, the nursing homes no longer had those kind of systems. He wasn't aware of one in the state of Michigan that had the proper filtration system that would protect these patients. He wasn't consulted as to, is this a good policy? But this was a decision by the governor to put these patients in these nursing homes that were not set up to safely handle these patients. And there needs to be an investigation. We need to get to the bottom of it. The people of the state of Michigan want to have the answers. What happened to these patients? How did they die? Which ones contracted in a nursing home were later sent to a hospital and died there? We simply don't have those answers, and we have to get to the bottom of it and get those answers. Thank you, Mr. President.